This is the STRIPSACK DUALCAST. I'm the Hawk.
Who loses to the Broncos? God damn it. All right, so there it is for you guys out there, for all you Bronco fans. I'm eating all the shit I was talking. I'm the fat man. Let's get into it, Hawk.
All right, yep, we're just going to go right into it. I'm going to apologize. First and foremost, I have a slight cold. All right, Sunday's recap. Titans 30, Ravens 24. King Henry with a walk-off touchdown. Let's get it.
Lions put up a goose egg. Panthers 20. What the hell happened to Matty Ice?
No, there was no Matty Ice today. Eagles 17, Browns 22. Baker Mayfield cha-cha danced all over that defense today.
Patriots 20, Texans 27. Hey, Texans for the win. Way to get out of that top 5 pick.
Yeah. One more thing to make the Dolphin fans salty.
However, this is the first time New England's been below 500 through 10 games since 2000.
Yeah, nice for Watson to show up now. I've only been picking you every week for you to fucking lose, and then you win this one. All right, Packers 31, Colts 34. Rivers may not be better, but he's probably more clutch.
That's a fact. Steelers 27, Jaguars 3. Way to beat up another bad team, Steelers.
Falcons 9, Saints 24. Taysom Hill finally gets his shot, and he delivered. 2 rushing touchdowns, efficient. Really, really good game for him.
Maybe he made Brew Brees.
Yeah. Hey guys, look, it's Joe Biden.
I'm still eating that Broncos shit. Maybe he made Drew Brees a little bit nervous over there on the sidelines today.
Yeah, maybe.
Bengals 9, Washington 20. The important story out of that is Burrow goes down. We're going to talk about that later.
Yeah, this was a huge defensive game for Washington. They only allowed 272 yards. This is huge. Huge for the NFC East, by the way, because the Cowboys won 31-28, and it was an impressive upset. Andy Dalton, the Red Rocket, 22 for 32, 203 yards, 3 touchdowns. He's got 2 of the 3 wins for Dallas.
Chiefs 35, Raiders 31. It was a hell of a game. Right down to the wire. Travis Kelce coming up big.
Yeah, it was probably the best game of the night. It was a nice handicap match. It was the Zebras and the Chiefs versus the Raiders, and that's how I see it. Dolphins 13, Broncos 20. Who loses to the Broncos? Who loses to them? Say it.
Them shitty Dolphins. They look fucking terrible today. Denver's 3-0 against the AFC East, by the way. So, Jets 20, Chargers 34. This close, Jets. This close. Almost had it.
Yeah.
You're going to go ahead and get into some Dominators, or you got some more shit you want to talk?
Shank and Stank next, buddy.
Aww.
The Dolphins got their ass kicked by who loses to the Broncos. Shank or Stank, fat man. You go first. I want to hear it.
They fucking stank. They fucking stank. Tua looked like a rookie out there. That defense didn't show up. Everybody's talking about how great Miami's defense is. They look like fucking trash today. Got ran all over. They made Drew Lock look like a fucking all-star. Fuck out of here with that nonsense. They fucking suck.
This here is, in reality, is a Shank. This is not a Stank. The offense was struggling today. I really feel like the Dolphins let up a huge opportunity to see how Tua would respond to his terrible game with the game on the line going into the fourth quarter. Although I do kind of agree as well with the benching to try and put a spark on offense, you know, how Brian Flores put it. But still, I'm saying this is a Shank. You know, you're not going to see these type of games all the time, and sometimes the defense is just more prepared than the offense, and that's what we got today.
Well, I think Tua fucking pissed off that offensive line this week or something, because Denver was just fucking trouncing them. They had 6 sacks today. They were just walking right through the line. And like I said, Miami's defense was the most disappointing thing of the day. They started off hot, got a pick right in the beginning of the game, and then they fucking went to sleep. I don't know what happened.
Well, I mean, with that said, they only allowed 20 points. It was one of
To a
those cases.
to a shitty offense.
There was only one of those cases where the offense wasn't helping the defense enough. They only generated 10 first downs up to the point when they benched Tua. It was a struggle. It was just a struggle. And like I said,
Pitiful.
I really would have liked to see how he handled that terrible game with the game on the line, you know, with the ball in his hands, driving down the field, because you know what you're going to get going forward with that.
He would have got hurt because he was just getting smashed all game.
Well, moving on.
Maybe
Lions,
he was out there seeing ghosts. Seeing the
Lions.
ghosts of New York.
Oh man, let it go, buddy. Let it go.
I'm not
Lions.
Elsa. I can't let it go.
Lions, goddammit, got their ass kicked by the Panthers. Shake or stink.
Yeah, get Matt Patricia the fuck out of there. Him and Adam Gase, they should both be looking for jobs next year. They fucking stank. It's the Lions.
They need to team up and they need to start coaching some peewee, because I don't think either one of these guys belong in the NFL. And with Patricia's case, having someone as talented as Matt Stafford and that offense with Galladay, like, he's a go. They even got one nice stud of a tight end in Hawkinson. So, I mean, this team's got talent. And for them to only have 185 yards of total offense, only 40 of that was on the ground. This is on the coaches, and this is a stink, because they needed to win this to keep going.
Maybe the Lions will hire Adam Gase next year to come be their offensive coordinator.
There you go. All right. Vikings. They may have not got their ass kicked, but they did lose to the Cowboys. Shank or stink?
I'm going to say Shank. Yeah, I'm going to say Shank. I mean, the offense played pretty well. Adam Thielen had a nice game. Cousins wasn't too terrible. I think they shanked it. I think you're going to have games like that. I mean, Minnesota's not a good team, so they lost to a worse team. But you're going to have days like that.
I'm calling this a shank, and I think the thing that surprised me the most about this game is both teams actually looked pretty good. You know, Cousins was efficient, Dalton was efficient. The run games were decent on both sides. You know, Adam Thielen's making great plays. Like, this is just a great game. And if anything, the only thing that really killed the Vikings today was some penalties. I mean, they had 8 of them, but other than that, solid. This is shank. They weren't ready for a Dallas Cowboys team to be this put together.
And Zeke finally had 100 yards.
I know. I know. That's crazy. All right. Going into dominators here. I'm going to go first. Derek Carr, 23 of 31, 275 yards, 3 touchdowns. Plus, I love his cadence. Linda, you got to go fishing. Hitting somebody in the corner of the end zone is great.
What was the other one? Fucking Purple Elephant?
Oh, it was Purple Walrus. Purple Walrus. He was over there calling out James Harden. James Harden. Oh, my God. This guy's amazing. I got to find a compilation on the internet with this.
He threw Chris Mullen in there, too. That's a blast from the past. All right, my first dominator is Deshaun Watson. Like I said earlier, he finally showed up today. 28 of 37, 344 yards, 2 touchdowns. And he also had 6 carries, 36 yards, and a touchdown. So that's a pretty big game.
My next dominator is Derrick Henry, 28 for 133. His only touchdown, the only one that matters, the walk-off in overtime. Let's go.
And my other dominator was Adam Thielen. You know, the Vikings might have lost, but he had 8 catches, 123 yards, 2 touchdowns. He only had 11 targets, so when you only miss 3, that's a good day.
And just to add on, he put on a clinic of spectacular catches.
Yep.
He was great. My last one, the entire Cleveland Browns. First home win against Philly since 1988. That's 11,725 days ago. Phenomenal. Good job, Browns.
That's a long time. No surprise here. My other dominators, that entire Broncos defense. They made Miami look like a JV team. They only allowed 223 yards. They had 6 sacks. and I think they got inside Tua's head. They made that offense look terrible. So good job, Broncos. Way to piss me off. Been sour all day.
All right, BS time. Joe Burrow out with ACL.
It's bad news for the Bengals.
Yeah,
That's what
it
happens.
is.
That's what happens when you don't protect your young quarterback. And unfortunately, I think we're going to see this throughout Burrow's Cincinnati career. I think he's
Well,
going to
this
get
is
beat up
kind
a
of like
lot.
a trend for Cincinnati, period. Dalton
Right.
goes down. Carson Palmer, people don't really remember how great of a talent he really was, but he was phenomenal, and he went down twice.
I think it's just, I think he's going to keep getting beat up. I'd be pretty sad if I was a Bengals fan because we know ACL's pretty long rehab. Hopefully he's back for the start of next year. The guy was putting together a good rookie season. So
Oh, yeah. Yep.
it's kind of sad to see him go down. A little disheartening there.
Yep. And speaking of rookies, we've already touched on it a little bit, but Tua getting yanked. What are your thoughts?
So the only thing I'm worried about is what does it do to his confidence, right? Like he was getting the shit kicked out of him the whole game. So the last thing I want to see is what happened to Burrow happened to Tua, because he's had a lot of injuries in his college career. So that kind of makes me a little nervous. Is this guy maybe made of glass? I was glad to see Fitzpatrick get in there and spark that offense, because up until that point, they looked like a peewee team out there playing against the middle school. They were bad. Like I said, my biggest concern today was that defense. They got smashed. The Broncos ran for 189 yards on them.
For me, this should go two ways. I think it does affect the confidence. I think that's the most important thing for him getting yanked is how is he going to respond to this? This is one of those things like you got knocked down. All right. So are you going to keep getting up, or are you just going to lay there and just let this happen to you? So if he gets up and he responds to this, great. My only issue is like I said before, with this happening is I really wanted to see how he responds in a bad game with the game on the line, because I've watched Russell play every single one of his games, every single one. And there's a couple games I remember where he's thrown 4 interception games in the NFC Championship against the Green Bay Packers. And Wilson responded with that game on the line. All right. That's what I wanted to see from Tua. I wanted to see him have the chance to respond, and we didn't get to see that today. So,
Well, he still hasn't thrown an interception, so that's a good thing. That's a
yeah.
positive.
Yeah, sure. But like I said, it's just one of those things. The defense was just more prepared than the offense, I think. Like, they were just ready for him.
The only other thing I'm worried about with Tua is he doesn't seem like that let it rip kind of guy. He seemed like he was, when the offense was moving today, it was the quick game, the quick passes.
Dink and dunk.
You drop back and you got one read and that's it. If the guy's covered, you bail out of the play. It seemed like when the guys were covered and he had to stand back there and think a little bit and go through progressions, it just seemed like he was having a rough go of it. Now, granted, he didn't have a whole lot of time to do it either, but that's when the offense was moving the best, and it was just that little quick hit shit, that little 2-yard dink and dunk, which is fine. I mean, we've seen guys make careers out of that.
Tom Brady, best all time. Goat.
I just wonder how big his arm is. Like, my knock on Tannehill was always, yeah, he can throw a deep ball, but he can't hit anybody with the deep ball. And when he fumbles the damn ball all the time. Tua just seems like he won't throw the deep ball. So is he kind of going to have more of a career like an Alex Smith, where he's good enough to get you in the playoffs. He's good enough, but he's not going to get you to that next level.
Tua needs to go and talk to Derek Carr, get some Purple Walrus out there.
He needs to do something.
Get some James Harden, Chris Mullen.
Go spend some time with Peyton Manning.
Linda, go fishing. Linda, go fishing. God, I loved it.
Maybe he can go spend some time with Michael Vick. Michael Vick used to let it rip, and he's a lefty. So
Yeah.
get the lefties together out there.
Very interesting game coming up, that's for sure. Rams at Bucks. I'm going to take the Bucks. The Rams have a tendency of having problems against good defenses. You know, they struggle against the Giants. I think they're going to struggle a little bit against this defense led by Ndamukong Suh. And I really believe that Tom Brady and this offense is going to keep it rolling. What do you got?
Yeah, I'm taking the Bucks. I don't think that the Rams offense is kind of crappy. I just think the Bucks are gonna overpower them. Even I think Can't Get Right will have a couple big catches this week. So
Can't get right.
yeah, can't get right Brown.
Well,
I think
he's trying to be unfuck yourself, Brown.
I think he'll show up and get he'll have a couple nice plays. If he doesn't do anything stupid between now and Monday, you never know with that guy. Maybe he's gonna go chuck his bike at Tom Brady's old lady or something and get kicked out of Tommy's house. Who knows?
Nah, that won't happen.
They're
That
a
won't
throuple.
happen.
They're a throuple.
Yeah. All right, man. That's all I got. You got anything?
No, just like we always tell you guys, make sure when you got us on the YouTubes there, you hit the subscribe, you hit the like, make sure you're showing us some love. Head over to Facebook, Fatman and the Hawk, talk some shit, make us feel bad about ourselves. I've seen a couple people jump in there today and give me some shit about the Dolphins losing. Kind of made me smile. I just got one more thing to do. Let me get this shit out of here. There we go. And make sure you guys are listening to our audio version of this too. Anchor, Spotify, Apple, iTunes, wherever you listen to your podcast, jam us deep inside your ear holes. We're going to make you have an eargasm. That's all I got. Anything else, Hawk?
Yep. Just remember, comment, like, subscribe. We do this every Friday, every Monday, and every Tuesday. We're also going to sit there and try and get a couple of people up on the podcast. I think it'd be pretty fun to, do like a little interview type thing. And that's all I got. I'm the Hawk.
And I'm the Fat Man.
See you next time.